Well, we arrived safe and sound. We've set off this morning at 2:15. Stansted, flew into Madrid, then drove all the way out to the area hunting tomorrow, and met with the guys, Belgium team, and we're doing a bit of a draw tonight, just going through the numbers. It's quite a cool way of doing it, actually. It's like in a circle, I turn my back, called out a number, then they just pick out somebody else, and they go around the numbers, and that's how they drew the pegs. So we've got a map in front, I'll show you in a second, the map, and it's mapped out 1 to 13 guns out for the next 3 days. I'm only here for 2 days because I've got to get back to do some work. But yeah, so the maps are drawn out, and you got your numbers on there, you draw your pegs, and then fingers crossed you get some game past you. So here's the stand for day 1, and I drew number 10 peg, which is actually at the top of the mountain. So we're hunting in the mountain. We've got 3 days of hunting. I'm only here for 2, and tomorrow they start at the top. So they start at the top area and they work down. So this is the highest part of the mountain, and then the next day they do the next bit down, and the final day they do in the valley next to the river. So I actually pulled number 10, which is at the top. I don't think it's going to be what they were saying. It's not a massive game area because a lot of the hinds will run down. The stags tend to more run up. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So that's day 1. Day 2 is a different area, slightly lower, as you can see. And I drew number 6, which is here. Apparently it's actually quite a good area. But I think it's back to the same old thing. It's back to weather, the dogs, the animals, where they've been moving with the weather. You know, if the weather's been really harsh, they might have come down to the forestry a lot earlier. So we'll see. We'll try our hardest, and hopefully we'll see some game, and hopefully get some on camera for you. So fingers crossed. And here's day 3, when I've got to go back and get ready for another driven game day at home. So that's the valley down through with the lowland. So yeah. Well, here we are. First day on the Monteria in Spain. We're in the mountains. We're after red deer, fallow deer. I don't think we'll see many boar where we are, but I think there's some down in the lower areas, but we're going right at the top. I mean, it's snow on top of the mountain. It's cold, but there's no wind, so that's really good. Last night we drew for numbers. I'm number 10 today. So apparently the guys I'm with, Lewis and Chris, we're right at the high numbers, so we're right on the top of the mountain. And they're saying a lot of the animals, once they get pushed with the dogs, they'll come through, and they tend to come down into the lower ground, into the forestry. But the stags tend to go over the top and over to like grounds, which is like national park grounds, which have got a lot of open space and a lot of forestry over there. The stags head up, and the hinds head down. So we'll see. We'll fingers crossed. You know, it's super exciting. The buzz and the electricity is the same as all these driven hunts. It started last night when we arrived. It's like, you know, everybody's hyped up, everybody's like so excited, and what number do they draw, and you know, how they're shooting, and what calibers they got, what gun they've got. As you can see, we're all being divided up to our own secretaries or secateurs, which are basically take us out to a hunting spot and keep an eye on what we shoot, and gives a bit of information when we're hunting. So you can just see through there, that's where we're heading, to the mountains. Here we go, just dropping another gun off here. So we got guns placed all the way down through the mountain. You see a couple of guns placed down that trackway down there. And we're heading up to the snow. Okay, we've been placed at the top of the mountain. We're in number 10. The two other guys that were up here, they've been put down lower because it's just, as you can see, it's like just thick fog. So me and Jamie, my secretary there, get himself a sandwich. And we're at the top of the mountain here. The dogs have just come past us, and in the vehicles, they're driving up to the top. I think they're going to work this mountain side back down to the guns down the bottom. But as you know, a lot of animals will run down, and then obviously come back through the line. So hopefully, once they've gone past us, we probably get a bit more of a look in. But the visibility is quite poor, so I've got not a great shooting window. Perhaps like 80 yards that way. When it's clear, I've got about 300 meters down behind me. But at the moment, it's just quite a lot of misty, wet, drizzly, cold, snowy, cold stuff. So I've got quite a few layers on. I've got the outer layer on. I've got the puff adder, gilet, fleece, shirt, t-shirt, thermals, underlayer, snood, extra snood, hat, 2 hoods and gloves. So we're right on the top ridge of this mountain bowl, so fingers crossed it's a good spot once it comes clear. I think it'd be beautiful when it comes clear, so let's go. Hard on a stag come over the top. It was in a fog line, so I couldn't shoot. And then some come below us and brought a single hind up through this brackety, gorsey type stuff. And I shot her through the bracken, running to my left, and went round to see if she dropped. And there's another pair running below, a red deer as well, and managed to take one of them down as well. So in the middle of it now, it's like the dogs barking around us, shots going everywhere. It's bitterly cold right on this ridge, and as you can see, we're in thick fog, so we have to be extra careful, really identifying. I think dogs are below us again, they're on again, so I'll get back to it. Okay, let's give a quick update. Red stag come up through, same place where the hinds did, and I couldn't resist it. He's on the bounty, so yeah, I took him out. Good shot, single shot, dropped him just before the track, so yeah, really pleased with that. But it's just so cold. We're right on this bridge. I know I keep on about this cold weather, but it is absolutely perishing. Good job I got 6 coats on. So just drop down out the wind so you can actually hear me, because if I stood up on the rock you just absolutely blown away. So yeah, it's thick fog here, and like gaps in like the mist or fog, whatever I call it, when you can see a little bit further. Otherwise, our visibility is about 80 meters to 100 meters. So we're absolutely sort of like snookered really for seeing the longer shots. But there's been a lot of banging going on. We've managed to shoot a hind, come around the corner, shot another hind, and then about a 10-minute wait, and then I shot a nice stag coming up through as well. We had a group of ibex come up through, right through past us, so that was really cool to see them. There's one male, I think the rest were females. The beaters now have gone down through past us, working the mountainside down towards the other guns. But next door gun Chris, wow man, he must have emptied 2 magazines. He's had a lot of shooting. It's quite funny how just one place away from me, still high up the mountain, he's probably had the most shooting out of the whole group. But yeah, really good fun, but bitterly cold up here. Grass. Get my hand on that film. Oh, good. Thank you. Stag a shot. Number 3. Yeah, as you can see, the fog and cloud line is just here, and we were just up there on that, literally on that first snow belt just there. Yeah, so it's all packing up now. The snow's coming in behind us now, you can see down the mountain. We were right on the top there, on that top line. You can't even see it anymore. The fog's coming again. So we're about done. We're going to pack up. I shot a nice stag, 2 hinds. We're going to collect everything up, get everything done before we get the fog down. It makes it too dangerous to be on the mountain. So yeah, really good successful morning. So 3 for 3, and yeah, very pleased. Very cold. Actually, not cold in the body, just my hands and feet a little bit on my nose. Well, look at the view. We've had this all day. It's mist and mountains, and I think that could be a good title for this film, actually, because it is literally been a misty day, and the mountains have been absolutely beautiful when you can actually see them. And we've come down, we've collected the game, we're down, and you know what? I'm with a team of Belgians today, and it's the classic European thing. The hospitality is absolutely phenomenal. You know, in there, red wine, cheese, salami, all sliced up. You know, it's just celebrating the day of hunting. And it's almost like people talk about hunting so much, but it's almost celebrating their friendship and their time together, and obviously out in a beautiful area. So you know, it's you know, it's very nice for me to be, but privileged to be part of their their hunting experience, which they do once a year. The hunt today, I think I don't know exactly, but I think we shot 55 pieces of a few fallow deer, mostly red deer, quite a nice few stags. I managed to shoot 1 stag and a couple of hinds, 3 shots, three animals on the deck. One hind come in close, took her down, then took another hind out the back, and then a stag come through in the mist, and you know, took him down. I mean, it's, you know, forget that. The whole experience is just phenomenal. Day 2, and we're just getting loaded up now to head out. The rain's beating on top of the car. It's pretty wet out there, and it's misty and murky. But coming up to 9 o'clock, we all got our guides now and heading out to shooting position. So yeah, looking forward to it. Let's go. Okay, coming up to 10 o'clock, day 2. It's been a really wet night, and today looks about the same as yesterday with a lot of mist and fog. Shot just gone in the background, so we've already kicked off, so I should be concentrating really, but I need to do this first. So our position's a lovely position. Got my open area behind us, you can see. Nice open trees. I measured the trees with the rangefinder so I can see the distances. It's out to about 150 on the far side of this open ground here. Then behind us, we've got an area. It's a big bank and a lot of trees on the bank, which I think is going to be like a bit of a like a funnel for a lot of the animals going off the bank, you know, trying to keep cover. So, and we've got this lovely thing called the sun coming out. I think now look, yes, that's the sun. We haven't seen that for a couple of days, so yeah, very good. Right, I'll get back to it, concentrate, okay. Well, it's raining now, coming to the end of the drive, and yeah, it's been interesting. I think the animals have been running around the dogs quite a lot because it's been quite foggy. So they tend to sort of like circle the dogs back to cover. They won't break cover because they don't know what you know heading into. Yeah, it's been an interesting drive for me. I had a couple of opportunities to do it in the drive, and then I managed to get a fallow buck halfway through the drive, and then there was another fallow doe come through, but couldn't get a shot for safety. So because you know, the main thing with this job, especially this weather like today, we can't see long distances, so yeah, safety's the one. So as you can see, it's lovely Spanish weather. I think England's come to Spain. So yeah, anyway, right, I'm gonna pick up and I'll go from there. Well, this is the one we shot. He come back through here, and we were down by the oak tree down there. So yeah, it's been an interesting morning. As you can see now, it's pouring down with rain, thick fog, and yeah, I think we're going to finish up now. So we'll retrieve this one down and yeah, call it a day. So day 2 done, and very enjoyable Spanish Monteria. So back home tomorrow and leave these guys to day 3.